Spring Farmathon, episode 1. Emma's running the Phoenix Harrow. Lettuce is coming up. Praying everything runs right. Planting 2023 has officially started.
Is something missing?
Welcome back to Todd Family Farm. Welcome to Spring Farmathon, episode 1. It is officially time for Spring Farmathon to start. I'm super excited. I hope you guys are as well. So, we are going to be spraying today, so not planting immediately at least. So we're going to be spraying the first pass of spray on our bean ground, because the spray that we're putting on our bean ground has to be sprayed before the beans are up. It is pre-emergent spray, and if the stuff that we're spraying comes into contact with the beans that are up already, then it'll kill the beans. So it's super important to get this sprayed on before the beans are up. So we're just going to go ahead and do it before we even plant any, and then we are probably going to go behind it with a Phoenix Harrow and just incorporate that spray into the ground. So spraying goes pretty quickly, and we're not doing corn ground yet, so we should be able to get this knocked out pretty quickly today and then move on to something else. I don't know if we'll try to plant today or what, but super exciting, and Spring Farmathon is here, so I hope you guys are excited. We have the sprayer all fueled up. It is ready to go to the field. So we have the hose hooked up. These are our water storage tanks. So they are all full of just straight water, and we pump it from these tanks into the sprayer, and then we add our chemicals in right there. We're gonna get things figured out and get a load of spray mixed up. So these 3 jugs right here are all we need for one batch, and that will do 100 to 110 acres. And we pour it in here, and then this will mix it into the tank as we got water flowing from the big water tanks into the sprayer. We have all of our chemicals mixed into the water into that big tank. So now we're just waiting on the pump to get the tank full of water. Hi, Rosie. We got the sprayer loaded up, so Dad is gonna head out and start spraying. He's just gonna start in the big 100-acre field right around our house, and he can do about 100 acres with one tank. Then we'll refill them again. But we're over here at the barn to do chores now, and everything's looking really good. We just got the sheep turned out on pasture. We pinned them up, at least in their lot at night, so that coyotes can't get to them or anything. And yeah, doing good. Dad has finished with that tank, so we are gonna get him loaded up again. Alright, Papa is starting with the Phoenix harrow. He's going over the ground that Daddy already sprayed, incorporating that spray into the dirt. And we got Dad loaded back up, so he is getting ready to head to the field for his second tank of the day. So we have all of our chemicals that we're using for this year already here. We have our recipe typed out that we follow. So like for this particular chemical here, we're using 3 ounces per acre. So that is 3 ounces of this chemical that we spread out over 1 acre, which is 43,560 square feet. So instead of taking 3 ounces of chemical, which would be like right there, and trying to spread it out over 43,560 square feet, we add 1,000 gallons of water to it and add enough chemical for doing 100 acres, and then we go over 100 acres at a time. So that's what's going on. It is actually a very thought out and calculated thing, and we're actually only putting on a few ounces per acre. We're just doing a lot of acres at one time. So that's what's going on when we're spraying. Dad is over in that field spraying, and Emma is running the Phoenix harrow now. So Emma is going to be taking over that for Papa. Papa's been riding around with her just a little bit here to teach her how to do it, and then he's going to hop out. And I think the plan is that Papa is going to take the 8-row and go plant some corn with the 8-row. So I'm going to help him get set up with that. So yeah, looking good, doing good. And Emma's running the Phoenix harrow. Alright, we are going to give you a little update in the garden. So if you remember a few videos ago, we planted some stuff in the garden. So let me show you guys how it's doing. Eliza is here to help us with our garden tour. So give us a tour, Eliza.
This is the turnip greens.
This is turnip greens. So we planted our cold season stuff. You can see the turnip greens are coming up. Looking good. What do we got next?
And then up there, those are onions.
Onions. So we've got turnip greens here, and then this is the lettuce. So the lettuce is coming up and looking good. And then we have onions, which are also growing, and they're looking good too. So there's our little garden update. So I can come out here and show you the planters. We have both of them out here, big 16-row and the 8-row. And if you've been following along, you'll know we've never run either one of these before. So there's a lot of anticipation leading up to this spring, and just praying everything runs right. The plan is to run the 16-row on the big fields, and then we're going to run the 8-row on the small fields that are just too small to really take the 16-row into. So the 8-row is gonna be doing the smaller fields, 16-row is gonna do the big fields. Okay, lunchtime, so I'm gonna take Emma's lunch to her. It's all the way down there, so. You're welcome! There she goes. Alright, Papa's eating his lunch. I'm gonna go eat my lunch now, and then we will go plant. Sometime I gotta fill Dad again, so yeah, very busy. Staying busy, lots going on. Well, I kind of forgot to show you my lunch before I start eating, but we're having like fancy ham and cheese sandwiches.
Pastrami.
Pastrami, okay, whatever that is. That's what we're having. And we had some sweet peppers, which are really good. So I'm gonna eat lunch. Papa's over here. I'm running late as usual, and we'll see what we can do. we got some seed in the 8-row. Dad's still spraying, and Emma's still in the Phoenix Harrow, and I'm gonna follow Papa over in the Silverado, and we're gonna start planting some of those little fields. So this will be the first unofficial day of planting 2023. So very exciting. Hopefully it goes well. Okay, we made it to the first field that the 8-row is going to be planting. So we're going to do this steep side hill here, just so Dad doesn't have to go down in there with the 16-row. It's a pretty tight space, and it's a steep side hill. Like, the camera doesn't do it justice, but it's pretty steep. So we're going to do this little section of the field with the 8-row. There's no auto steer or anything in this tractor, so we're using the row markers. We're having a little bit of problems with the row markers. We just pulled it on top of the hill and tried it, and it was working on top of the hill, so somehow the side hill is throwing it off. I'm not sure if the hydraulic oil is a little low and the side hill doesn't help it or what. But we'll get down here and try it again. I think it might be something that the hydraulic oil is a little bit low, and the side hill is messing it up. We will probably go get a little bit of hydraulic oil. Alright, we put a jug in, and we're gonna try that. Alright, I found a couple seeds, so that's what they're looking like. It's doing a good job. So we'll cover these little guys back up. The planter seems to be doing good now, so I'm gonna head home, make sure Emma's getting along okay, and see if Dad needs any help. And with that, planting 2023 has officially started. Alright, Dad and Lemuel are back. They got the sprayer filled up. I think this should be their last load, and it's probably only a partial load to finish up the bean ground. If you see that, Dad's over there. He was flying the drone all the way on the other side of that hill where Papa is planting, and it crashed. So he took the four-wheeler to go on a rescue mission to retrieve the drone. Daddy, stop! Is it okay?
No. See something missing?
Do we have spares?
I don't know. But I gotta go, so sorry!
Okay. Don't worry, everybody, we have replacement propellers. Alright, Dad just finished spraying the last bean field, so we will see what the plan is now. Well, Dad came in and we talked about what we wanted to do, and we have decided we are going to start planting with the big planter. So This is the, I guess, official first day of planting now. So Papa got a couple small fields done with the 8-row. There's not a lot to do with the 8-row, so just some smaller fields that it's a lot harder for Dad to get with the 16-row. So Papa's not running the 8-row anymore. We're gonna take a break from that and just make sure the 16-row runs good. So we're gonna get the 27 hooked up to the seed tender. We're gonna start over in the fields around the barn. So we're gonna get moved over there and yeah, get started planting. Here we go. So we already have seed here, so seed tender is full and we can get the planter filled up. We made it to the barn. We got our afternoon chores done real quick and we're gonna start. I'm very excited. A big difference that you probably notice with this planter and our old one is that it is not a center fill. So that means that on our old one, there were 2 big seed boxes in the center. We filled those up and all that seed went out to all the different row units. But on this one, on our new planter here, each row unit has an individual box. So we have to fill up a lot more boxes. We got the planter filled up. We emptied out the seed tender, so they're gonna get started. Then Papa and I are gonna go get some more seed. And here we go. Okay, we had a little bit of a change of plans. Dad was having some hydraulic oil issues with the 81, which has had it before, so we didn't want to go off and get seed. If the planter was having issues, we've got some hydraulic oil here in case he needs it, but he says it's doing better now, so we'll just go get seed in the morning, and now we are going to check behind the planter and make sure it's planting right. Yeah. All right, we are back. We're done for the day. Dad got, I think, all the outside rounds done, so that takes a long time, and tomorrow he should be able to get over there nice and early and hopefully get quite a few acres knocked out. So came home, fed the bottle lambs, and I'm gonna put them up now. And yeah, the planter's doing good. So we are ready to go hard on planting tomorrow. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Farmathon has started, and yeah, I'm very excited about it. My goal is to get inside and get this video edited and put out tomorrow. So it's ambitious, but I'll see what I can do. So hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you tomorrow. Also, Mom is off camera holding the other lamb for me. Big shout out to Mom because Bert is a handful.